am starting off a live new or not live, a New Testament in a month challenge. And we're excited. I'm excited to do this with a few friends of mine, some friends from Isla Vista and Santa Barbara. Who else is doing it? Well, my church is doing it, Presence OC. And just want to reach out and let you guys know. I'm going to try to weave it in a little bit here and there throughout the next 30 days. Kind of just some of the things that I'm learning through it. Some of the things I've been noticing as I read the Bible. It says it's about 30 minutes to an hour. It's basically, if you Google it, if you read 200 words a minute, it'll take you 15 hours total to read the Bible for the New Testament. The whole Bible is clocked at it's about 70 hours, 63, 64 hours at 200 words a minute, which of course you're likely not going to hit that because the Bible just is meaty. But the New Testament, you're looking at about 8 to 10 chapters a day. I've got an interesting. I have a neat. Where is it? Right here. It's a plan that my buddy Jason came up with. If you want to do that, you can. I will I will try to get it to you guys somehow in one of these videos. But it starts with Matthew 1 through 5, Romans 1 through 4. Maybe I'll post that on the video. The other thing you just do is Google 30-day New Testament plan. There's one in the Bible app that I'm shooting at the church that can do one of them. Beyond that, excited for you to come along if you want. What are some reasons why I'm doing this, right? Some people are like, well, aren't you supposed to just kind of chew on the word and meditate on it? You're just going to read through it. You know what I found is that that's usually the reason why people don't do this. And it's usually, I feel it's always been a cop out for me. The reality is just some really big reasons why I love doing this. One of them is just the sheer self-control it's going to take to put the time in to read when I don't feel like reading, right? And longer than I feel like reading. That's kind of the main issue here, isn't it? So the first one is just, I remember someone telling me one of the descriptions of freedom is telling myself what to do and I do it. And that's a big deal in our culture where oftentimes we don't want to do the hard things, the things that we know we're supposed to do. The things that doing the things that not just should do, but doing the things that we know will make us better and will actually have the fruit that satisfies us. So that's one of the main reasons I'm doing this, to be honest, just to tell my body to do it, and I will do it. I have the time. It's a lie if I say I don't. And so the other thing, one of the other big reasons is that it's like being washed in the Word. It's overfilling your vats with the Scriptures. It is the Scriptures that God has given us to point to Himself. Specifically, we learn about who Christ was by reading the Scriptures. There's also, the emotional and the encounter side of knowing God. But one of the greatest ways we can know God is through His Scriptures, knowing the Word, getting us in it. And another point of that is that reading the whole New Testament or even the whole Bible is what it does is it allows you to take a big picture look at the Word, the story of redemption that God is telling in the Bible. There's a guy named Nathan Finocchio. I don't know if he's the only one doing it, but he calls it the 30-day shred. And it's the whole Bible in 30 days. And that excites me. I'm not going to lie. There's a part of me that wanted to dial into that and really challenge myself. But it's like 2.5 hours of reading a day. And it just feels like a lot to bite off in this new year. I got 4 kids, church that I'm really trying to push. I don't have a ton of staff right now. So this feels like a lot. And although I am looking in the new year, maybe around March timeframe, at gathering a few churches to read through the whole Bible in 72 hours. And so I'd have people sign up. I'm going to have people sign up for their hour, and they're just going to read that section. I'm excited to have kids do this, that kids read the Bible. Anyway, but but the idea is that this whole Bible, reading these big chunks of the Bible allows us to get a big picture of the story of God's redemption, of what He's doing in the as a whole. Versus just looking at one little scripture of do not be anxious for anything, but in everything, but prayer and petition, submit your request to God. these one-liners, these one verses, 2, 3 verses are really good, and they are nuggets, they're bread to us. But to be able to stop and do the whole thing in a short amount of time allows us to really get a good picture. So that is a big reason to do this. If you've never done it, do it. That's a great reason to do it too. I print out the plan, and I stick it in my Bible and I just check it off. There's some versions out there that actually give you a day of grace every week, and so it's like 10 chapters, and then you get 1 day to kind of recuperate or catch up. One of the strategies that I want to kind of throw it at you is, one, don't do it alone. Grab a few people. I got a group of, I think, 5 or 6 people on a text stream right now that we're doing it together, and I'm excited for that. The other thing someone told me that they're doing, which I really liked, is actually scheduling in an hour and a half of reading. And so she said, if I don't get the Bible done between 5:45 and 6:30, then I will take care of anything else that I don't do that day in this 30 minutes while I'm waiting for my daughters to finish school, and whatever it looks like for you. But make time for this. I think it's a powerful way to communicate to yourself, not to anybody else. Communicate to yourself that the amount of time that you spend on your phone will not compete with the amount of time that you want to spend pouring into the Lord and being intentional with His Word. So it's a short 30-day season. I say get in there. The other thing we're doing is a 21-day fast starting January 7th through the 27th. And there's a lot of churches doing this. I know the whole Vineyard Church in the UK are doing it. Just it's a very the whole Four Square movement, I think, is doing it too. And this is our third year as a church doing it, and it's a great time to kind of set aside to hear from the Lord, to get wisdom and revelation about 2024. And it has always produced incredible results. It has always produced just a closeness with His purpose and vision. So if that's something you want to do, jump into that too. I'll probably be talking about that along the way. But anyway, I'm looking forward to a lot of great new videos in 2024. If there's anything you guys want to see me do, throw it in there. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep doing what I love to do, and hopefully I'll see you along the way. Like this, comment on it if you get a chance, but really like it. And honestly, if you can repost it somewhere to get more subscriptions, I just love people watching it. So anyway, love you guys. Have a great day, and happy Saturday. We got church tonight. I'm excited.